Good morning and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy Show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF for 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Livecast today. Man, we're talking about a little something called opportunities. And at times we see them all around us, at times we don't. At times we create them. I encourage you to do both, see them and create them. Then make the most of those opportunities. So point one is you want to be able to identify, see opportunities around you, opportunities to grow in your personal life, opportunities, like I've been having a difficult time getting up this week on time. Well, I can still get up early, but like I get up like super crazy early. And so when that alarm goes off, like the last week, I have not been able to like psychologically make myself get up. I mean, I still get up a couple hours later, but which is still too early. But I get up so early that I'll have these periods every once in a while. I won't be able to make myself basically get out of bed when that alarm goes off. Although I know when I get up on time, I have time to do what needs to be done in the morning to prepare myself for the show and for my day and get spiritually ready. Then I can write and do all the things that I do each morning. And if I don't get up on time, I'm rushing throughout my day, and I'm also having to at times truncate, shorten various aspects of my morning ritual. I'm just sharing a little personal now stuff. So I'm not as powerful and dynamic. So I feel like I didn't make the most of my opportunity to get up in the morning on time and have sufficient time to do what needs to be done. So that's just one little personal example, confessing on the tape here. And so whatever your situation is, you want to. So that the point is that so each day for me is an opportunity to be my best and to really show out, as we say, show up and show out, to use the vernacular phrase, so I can be my highest self, be the best dad I can be the best partner I can be the best writer I can be the best teacher I can be, do the things that I do, the best scholar I can be, the best professor I can be, just do all the things that I do. But that, for me, that takes tremendous discipline and work. But the point is I don't always have it in me. I or don't feel like it, because that alarm goes off so early. It's like, right? So I have to work with myself constantly to see it as an opportunity to be my best self. So whatever your particular thing is, you want to see and create opportunities for yourself. That's point one. Point two is that, once you see it, at times it's there to be seen. At other times, you have to create your opportunities. Man, I've done a lot of that in my life, Listen, as an African-American person, as a professional, I mean, I know Black people watch the show always are like, yep, he's telling the truth right there. You see this Brian Flores situation, if you follow football or are a football fan, Flores has not been offered a job because he's Black and told the truth. And a lot of people with lesser records get recycled, right? All the time. Lesser records, less experience. I mean, it's very insulting when you're a professional, you're the way more qualified person, you don't get the job. But the discourse, as we see in the Supreme Court nomination fiasco, that the right is claiming it's affirmative action, although of the 116 or 17 Supreme Court justices, 109 have been white men. I mean, that burns me up. That's affirmative action. That's white supremacy. And so when a Black person who's hyper qualified, as we know, all three of the candidates who are up for their current job are more qualified than Coney Barrett, are more qualified than Kavanaugh, who was a political hack for the Bush administration. I mean, anyway, I don't want to get too far afield into politics right now, and so we have to at times make opportunities, because we face so many challenges. This is Black History Month, and a lot of times, Black people, because we have to go through so much and to deal with the powers that be, we don't always feel good about doing things that white people do to get ahead, which is, because, if you're Black and a professional, you have to work in various worlds and various contexts. And, because I've been around many white folk, professionally certainly, and kind of seeing life up close in that world, you see, wow, the type of hooking up that goes on, the type of knowing somebody, back deal, front door deal. It's like Trump in every profession. Trump is an extreme version of that, of course, but there is no privilege, there's no affirmative action like white skin. I mean, white privilege is the most powerful indicator of a person's success in America. which does not mean that all white people are privileged, get privileged treatment, because some people don't. But as a general rule, 100%. You know, and black folks who are professionals, you see it all the time. People in coaching, you know, it must burn these black coaches up to see these cats get recycled, who come in, lose all those games, take another job, hire their friends, hire their best friends. So thing. So we have to at times make our own and create our own opportunities. I encourage folks to be entrepreneurs, like to start your own business. That's a good example. And for many of us, we have to also work our regular job and have the business, which is very difficult, and raise our families. And being black is great, but it can be very inconvenient, right? Which goes into point 3. But inconvenience does not matter. When you see an opportunity or create the opportunity, you have to also make the most of it, you know? And that's what I've been this whole week having a difficult time, like not making the most of starting my day on time, even though I know that's how I have success in life. It's getting up on time, making time to meditate and pray and run, do what I do and write, you know, but there's only so many hours in the day, and I get up so early already, you know, but getting up late, it just makes it more difficult. But that's how I personally create opportunities for myself, by getting up mad early and just doing it. And not allowing there to be an excuse, although, you know, we know if you're African American, again, in Black History, in our specially themed Black History Month show, listen, we know what it's like to be a black professional, to be out here dealing what you deal with. Things I've been through, you guys would think I was exaggerating. It's been so crazy for me. Oh my goodness. You know, black excellence really provokes a certain cadre of non-black people. It's not just white folks, it can be other ethnic groups as well. You know, when you break out of expectation, meaning when you present yourself or do things that that non-black people don't associate with you, the way that they act, in my experience, is so irrational and crazy and damaging and hurtful that, I mean, it's to survive that gives me a chill thinking about things I've seen and been through. I mean, my God, and the impact it's had on my life, it's been so traumatic, actually. I'm saying that to say this, and we still have to go on and find a way out of nowhere, you know, and do what black people have done, who survived the almost cursed, who survived the middle passage. Our black people, so beautiful. The black people who are the first people on the planet, the chosen people that God chose to start the civilization. You know, white folks been looking for old bones all over Europe. They ain't there. They're all in the eastern savannas of Africa, because that's where life began, right? We know that in so much of Greek civilization, because Plato talks about it, Aristotle talks about it, we know Herodotus talks about it, but there's other sources, of course, who know that obviously people were traveling to Egypt, which people call it, the folks from Egypt call their land Kemet, K-M-T, which means land of the blacks. They call themselves Kamau, K-A-M-A-U, although those vowels are inserted in the transliteration. But anyway, Kamau means black people. These are black people, but because that brilliance that we see in Kemet, it's so outside of what white folk think of black people, and also how they view themselves. Literally, they have been claiming now, officially, they claim that, you know, well, those people really weren't black, or Egypt is not in Africa, that's the Middle East. I mean, it's been all this stuff. I'm saying all that to say that somehow our people survive all of that. And so the bottom line is that we have no excuse. We just have to deal with our current challenges, rise to the occasion, and still throw down. Boom goes the dynamite, guys. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and be about it. Deuces, I'm out.